Alrighty, we're back on Death Aura. I don't know what it is with you guys. Yeah, it is one apiece. Oh, this is the WCS overlay, isn't it? Rather than the GSL one or whatever. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I've got my overlay back. It's Jonesy versus Smarticus. Smarticus, thank you, Smarticus. This is almost the correct thing to do. If you built it there, then you're smashing this. Here isn't awful because I think you can put the no, not that. Look, what's this for? What is it for? No, just no. Oh, jeez Louise. Like, how have you played the last two games and not, like, in that last game, how did you not spot that you had like so much gas and no way to build units to see off the lings? Did it not occur to you then that, hang on, I can't even spend this gas, why am I building these? Just no. Goodness me. Anyway, yeah, he's got the stop sign. I think if I'm Jonesy, I'm just doing the same build as I did last game, to be honest. You know, worked. And with this opening, it's a good chance it'll work again, to be honest. Although that is a full wall off, literally a 100% wall off. So that's fun times. If I get the Overlord here and I see this, I literally go hatch. You've like walled yourself in. You're not about to come attack. Oh yeah, another pylon. That's definitely what you need. Why not build another two? To be honest, like just white. Yep, good, brilliant. Yeah. So yeah, if I'm Jonesy and I see this, like this complete wall off with the Overlord that's coming in right now, I definitely drop at least one more hatch. I drop my gases. I hold down the drone button. I keep the Overlord here, just parked above all this to see what comes out. Zealots can't shoot up. You know, it's going to be a long time before anything can chase the Overlord out. So I keep an eye on it. I drop a hatch. I drop some gases. I drone. I get the lair. I get whatever I want. Really, literally whatever I want, because Smarticus is trapped inside his own base. He literally cannot get out without killing one of his own buildings. So he can't expand, he can't come and attack. If he does want to come and attack, he needs to either build a Stargate or he needs to build a robo to get a prism out. So as long as the Overlord's in position to see that, I would move the Overlord a bit so that it's nearer the edge, so that when the Stalkers do come out, you can run. Two Stalkers are going to pop out simultaneously here, and Jonesy is going to lose that Overlord, which will potentially, it will supply block him. So he wants to keep an eye on that. He's going for a Benling nest, and I don't know, I wouldn't even bother with the Benling bust. I would just expo like an absolute mofo. This could run if it did run straight away. He could have made it out, but he's not going to. Yeah, I'd like to know what that is. It's a robo, but I don't think Jonesy saw it. I don't think he saw the robo. Is this gonna? Oh, he did. Well, if he clicked on it, he will know what that is. I'd want another Overlord across this map as soon as possible, so I can keep tabs on this. So I'd be getting Overlord speed. I'd be building in a lair, all of those types of things. I just go in with heavy with mutas. Would be probably the best option if you know that it's going to be robo play. Just 100 mutas. Yeah, you know, you can't open like this and expect to win a game of StarCraft. It's not right. So as long as Jonesy keeps an eye on this, this game should be in the bag. These lings are going to achieve nothing, so I would be inclined to like park one down here, park one here, so that I see anything that comes moving out of here. It's going to be Immortals, so yeah, Mutalisks would be perfect to just Shrek absolutely everything. Yeah, I thought like for a second maybe Smarticus will go for a warp prism and some sort of drop harass, but instead of that he's built a forge that he's doing nothing with. Like, when's the moment that he realizes he's got to shoot his own building? When does that happen? I don't know. These mineral fields are going to mine out before very long. Yeah, to be fair, this Protoss army is pretty scary. That's why you need the Overlord in position to see stuff. You need to know when this is coming at you, because if you know that it's coming, you can do something about it. You can, against this, just build all the lings if you've got enough hatcheries. So, you know, if you've gone for the 4 hatch, you can crank out lings surprisingly quickly. Like, you've got a lot of minerals in the bank here. Oh, there is a gap. Okay, I take it all back. There is a gap, but it's only 1 hex wide. So workers can get out, lings can get in. Oh, he's going to shoot the building before the stalker finishes. Brilliant. Okay, I mean, you could have just sent the zealots down to kill the 2 lings, allowed your stalker to finish. At the very least, cancel the stalker, you know, get the money back. I don't know, maybe not. Sure, why would you? Maybe you do get the money back. I don't think you do. If it's a... I know you do if it's an upgrade. If you kill the forge while there's an upgrade, you get the money back, but I don't think you do when it's a unit building. Not 100% sure. Anyway, kills his own building, so he's now, his total production is now these 2 robos and one gateway. So, you know, large numbers of mutalisks would do it. Not roaches. No, definitely not roaches. Look, you've seen what came to kill your lings, and it was Stalker Immortal. You don't want roaches against Stalker Immortal. Immortals literally were designed to kill roaches. That is the essence of an Immortal. It's what they're for. These 4, it takes 3 Immortals to one-shot a roach. So this one's spare. These 3 Immortals will literally just be boom, 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 and those are your roaches disappearing. Slightly faster than that because of all the other stuff. No, this army's going to get decimated. Absolutely decimated. This is a bad plan. Lings, on the other hand, if all of this army supply was just in lings, then with speed, in the open, I'd fancy the lings. In a choke like this where the lings can't get surface area, probably not. But if you can lure this stuff out, the lings can definitely do it. But you definitely don't want roaches. You know, why not mutalisks? Why not mutas? At last you checked, this was walled off, so mutas are just the obvious choice. If somebody's built a wall, fly around it, you know. Oh, don't send the lings in on their own to just die. It's not a good engagement at all, this. Let's see how quickly these roaches die here. And they might get 1 immortal. Nope. Yeah, that's just an absolute beating, isn't it? You know, snipe the immortal, please, before the shields come back up. He's going for it. No, just no. No, he's going for it. No. No. Hey. More pylons being built for Smarticus there. So yeah, these won't help. They didn't help you in the first game, largely because you didn't actually use the corrosive pads. But look, your army's just way smaller than this stuff. What are you going to get done? It does land a corrosive pal, but obviously these the badass shields on the Immortal's so nearly dead. Anyway, I don't know what. I'm not 100% sure what Jonesy's doing here. Maybe he's just trying to lure it out, but. You know, that's great if you've got the lings to surround it, but you don't. I'd freaking love to see a Nidus Swarm here. Just all the lings. I'd love to see some mutalisks fly in and just kill everything. I'd love to see Smarticus build something different. You know, what I mean by that is like gateways and stuff. Look at all this minerals for Jonesy. You know, why not just turn that into hatcheries so that you can just hold down the Z button and build 100 lings at once? I mean, what are you going to do with 3 grand? What are you going to do with it? Nah, don't stand and fight against them. Oh, got one. Nice. And can I get that one then? Yeah, so I don't know. I think like if Jonesy's trying to wear the Protoss down, that is a style that you can do it, sir. But you know, you need more bases to do it. And you need more lanes. You need to be constantly building the hatcheries so that you can just throw units in, keep throwing them in, and throwing them in, and throwing them in, and just wear them down with numbers. It doesn't work if you're sending in tiny little bands of units that just get shot down immediately. And look how many immortals this is. Like, just this and many immortals just beats so many roaches. And once there's a shield battery, this many immortals literally beats all the roaches, I think. You know, if you get like all of the roaches, those immortals still win. But do you know how many mutalisks it takes to kill all of those immortals? 1. That's the number. That's the number of mutalisks that will kill them all. 1. Yeah, that's how that works. I fear Jonesy is doing his best to lose this game. So here he comes again. He's just going to walk past and get shot. Just like some little parade. It's like he's showing off. I've got so much money. So wasteful can I be that I'm just going to march my roaches back and forward so that you can shoot them for free. I'm not even going to bother shooting them. Where are the corrosive baths, please? No. There. Oh, yeah. Not bad. Got a Colossus, like it. And look how bruised this stuff is. This is where you just need the big lings around to finish everything off. But you haven't got it. It's not working. You know. Yeah, I believe it was Einstein that said the definition of madness is to repeat the same actions and expect a different outcome. Yeah. And that's kind of what we're seeing here. Anyway, Jonesy hasn't got much of an army. Has got some stuff in production. It's still roaches, though. It's still roaches. And this is just the perfect army to fight roaches with. This is exactly what you want against roaches. There's nothing else you want. You just want immortals. The Colossus doing a bit of extra splash is great, but not even that good. It's these fellas, these immortals, just perfect. And why isn't Jonesy on at least 7 bases by now? Look how many hatcheries he can afford right now. He could afford to build literally 10 hatcheries. You know, but choosing not to. So worker transfer required. You need to, you know, keep an eye on the housekeeping. This base isn't even saturated. 6 of 10, 7 of 16. This one for, you know, it's a mess, isn't it? Oh, finally, the spire comes down. And it's about, I don't know, 9 minutes too late or something. I don't know. He can still do this. You know, with one gateway at the 13-minute mark, there's just no way Smarticus can build enough stalkers to see off a flock of mutalisks. It just can't be done off one gateway. Can't, you know, be building mutas off 4 hatcheries shortly. But the big problem here, if you want to go mutas, is the gas income. You just don't have enough. So you need to get this extra gas. Guys are mining, and I'd drop the gas here straight away so that I can transfer workers to it immediately, because mutalisks cost a lot of gas. They're 100 gas each. You know, but once they're out, they win this game for you. But you need quite a few. So let's have a look. That is what is that? 10 stalkers. So you need like twice that many mutalisks. But once you've got that, 12 stalkers, so 24 mutalisks, not corruptors, mutas. The corruptors aren't going to shoot any of that stuff apart from the Colossus. And the Colossus aren't your problem, it's the immortals that you yeah, right. Anyway, I think I don't know. I'll just look at the flowers, see if it like calms me down a bit. What is that? Is that like an ultralisk skull or something? Is it? Looks like it might be. I wonder, can I get a good zoom on that? I reckon it's an ultralisk skull. It's pretty cool. Hiding in the vegetation. Oh yeah. Surely that's an ultra that was like burrowed. And it's like, that's quite cool, isn't it? Burrowed ultralisk. that's been underground. Kind of cool. It's always kind of weird in StarCraft when you see Ultralisks burrow and unburrow. Looks kind of weird because they're so big. Look how badass this army is. This is just going, anything on the ground dies to this. Anything. You know, 11 Colossus, 7 Immortals. I mean, whew, that is just a heinous amount of firepower. It's a shame there aren't more upgrades, given that he went Forge before before Cybercore. You'd like to think by now he'd be 3-3 at the 15-minute mark, but he's not. He's 1-0. Anyway, I'm being critical. I'm very tired. You know, that's my excuse. Yeah, that Protoss army is going to walk through this like it's butter. Hang on, that's not the expression, is it? Like a hot knife through butter. That's the thing. So the Corruptors have, oh yeah. Oh, I'm not in a choke. No, I'm not. Don't fight on the bridge. Please don't fight on the bridge. Oh, those are good corrosive bars, though. I'll give you that. And the Corruptors are going to work on the Colossus. But, like, I don't have any of the Immortals died yet. My suspicion is no. You know, Smarticus needs to focus down the Corruptors with the Stalkers. Now, I'll be honest, that Zerg army did substantially better than I thought it would. But it is now all dead, which is kind of problematic. So there's an Immortal here with 19 kills. 19 kills. Imagine trading one unit for 19. So that's a bit horrific. If this stuff just continues, I think there's going to be enough roaches. I think Jonesy's just going to hold this. So yeah, fair play. It did better. It did better than I thought it was going to. And that's, you know, partially. I don't know if the +1 armor was done when this engagement happened, but there is +2 missile attack for the Zerg, but no Carapace. So yeah, I'm a little surprised it did as well as it did. That has reset this. I'd just love to see Jonesy build pure Ling right now. And I'd love, or Mutalisks, either, you know, just Ling kills this, just kills it. The Lings just counter this so hard. Stalkers are rubbish against Lings, Immortals are rubbish against Lings. But they're so good against Roaches. It's just such an inefficient fight that our Zerg players take, and it's really unfortunate. And I shouldn't be too critical. You know, it's all well and good for me to say you're building the wrong thing. I've played a lot of StarCraft. This isn't Noobs League, so, you know, fair play. You don't know the exact units to. This is an awful fight right here. You don't know the exact correct units to build. That is understandable, but I kind of would have hoped that when you've watched all of your Roaches die like this over and over again, it would occur to you that Roaches aren't the right unit to be building. They're just not, you know. Roach is a versatile unit, and it's a good unit in the early game, and it's a good unit against all sorts of things. It's a good unit against Terran, it's a good unit against Zerg, against like Robo. If you're playing Protoss and your opponent goes Roaches, that's what you build. Literally, you go Robo, like and it crushes it, it wrecks it. Now Smarticus obviously didn't know that there was Roaches coming. He literally hasn't been across the map, has done no scouting whatsoever, none, literally nothing. Hasn't even, look, how many, 1, 2, 3, 4 Robos, hasn't bothered, 5th Robo build, and hasn't bothered to build just one observer to fly across the map. But, you know, the Corruptors, you mix in Corruptors to deal with Colossus for sure, but Mutalisks would have smashed everything. Corruptors don't shoot down. The Mutas could have flown in, killed all of this stuff, because I'll tell you what Robo units are. They're slow, they're big, they're slow, and they don't shoot up. They just don't. You know, in the previous fights, Jonesy, did you not notice that your Corruptors were like the last things standing? They didn't die. The Corruptors didn't die. That should be a big hint. about what you should be building against this. Build the stuff that doesn't die. And again, fighting in a choke like this. Look how many roaches just aren't shooting. Oh, it's horrible. Oh, man. I can't watch any more of this. 4,000 minerals in the bank. What can you spend minerals on? I don't know. Earlier, you could have spent it on lings and you could have just wrecked Fess, but now there's far too many colossus for that. I'm not sure I can cope with this. Beginning to feel a bit nauseated. Are we going to see more of the same? Just more bashing into this? Oh, now that the mothership's out as well, it's all cloaked, so the bendings won't even go off. Yeah. Oh gosh, I don't know. It is a big Protoss army. I'm concerned and alarmed that twice now Smarticus is going to get away with opening double gas, double pylon, and not just die. I'm just blindly building stuff. No scouting whatsoever, no kind of thought to countering what your opponent is building, just blindly building stuff out of robos, winning. It's literally, I don't know that there actually is a winner in this game, but StarCraft is definitely the loser here, isn't it? Yeah. I've seen a lot of games of StarCraft, very few as miserable as this. Anyway, the Protoss army is going to come in here and kill everything. It's all over. GG, or at the very least G. In many ways, I'm glad it's over.